Welcome, movie fans. I'm joined today by Kim Clonch, our curator, and Veronica Valverde. Anyway, we're all here because we love the movie that we're going to be talking about, which is Grease. Just to give you a little background information, it came out in 1978. It was an immediate success. Everybody loved it. It was a stage play first, and then it was brought to the screen. And it is one of the first big films that John Travolta ever appeared in. This is Olivia Newton-John's screen debut.
It should be her big breakthrough. I think she was on other things before this, but this was her big, huge breakthrough.
So it had a wonderful cast. Jeff Conaway, who plays Kenickie, Barry Pearl as Duty, Michael Tucci as Sonny, and Kelly Ward as Putsy, the Pink Ladies. Now, they are led by Stockard Channing, very accomplished actress, Dee Dee Conn, Jamie Donnelly, Dinah Manoff. And what I love about this movie is it reminds me of my brother. He graduated high school in 1962. He was all about his car. He fixed it up and shined it up. He was always out there taking my mother's best towels to shine his car. Oh. He had the T-shirt and the rolled up cigarette in the sleeve. So teenagers in those days, they weren't much different than teenagers now, I don't think.
I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I do not like musicals. But I love Grease. I love Sandy. I love Danny. I love the Pink Ladies. I love the T-Birds. I love everything about this movie. I love that it's a suspenseful movie. It's a funny movie. It has everything. And then he's the bad guy and she's the good girl, and then he changes and she changes to be the bad girl and he turns to be the good guy, to get her. It has everything. What's not to love with it?
Even though times have changed, and we don't have the car clubs and we don't have a whole bunch of stuff, but I can sit there and look at my high school years and be like, yeah, that happened. We didn't have the place where they always went and hung out at, the soda parlor or wherever they're at. We never really had that, but my friends and I, we went and hung out by the park. Even though times change and you may not be doing the same thing, you can see where you fit into that group.
I have some wonderful character actors. What makes these people meaningful to me is that I grew up in the 50s and 60s watching these people on TV. One of them is Eve Arden. She played a high school teacher, and the show was called Our Miss Brooks. And so the parallel to put her in this, just perfect. Dodie Goodman is her secretary, and she played lots of character roles in the 50s and 60s. You also have people like Joan Blondell. Joan Blondell started her film career in silent films, and then in the 30s, she did all kinds of musicals. She played a lot of waitresses, and of course, in this one, she's a waitress. Alice Ghostly. And remember Bewitched? Wasn't she that ditzy witch that couldn't get anything right? You also have Sid Caesar, great comedian. He had the #1 TV show in the 50s. It was called Your Show of Shows. And that TV show had a lot of great writers. One of them is Mel Brooks. Ed Burns, he played Kooky. And there was even a song saying, Kooky, Kooky, lend me your comb. He plays the announcer at the dance. Then you also have that great band, Sha-Na-Na. What do you think of the music? Any favorite song?
I know we were just talking yesterday, and she just started busting out Hopelessly Devoted to You for me.
That's my favorite.
And so she likes Hopelessly Devoted to You. My all-time favorite would have to be Beauty School Dropout. I really do love Beauty School Dropout. I can't think of that movie without that song.
They have Frankie Avalon, and Frankie Avalon had a lot of hits in the 50s and 60s. He appeared in all those beach movies with Annette Funicello.
They wanted Elvis to play the guardian angel.
And they also asked Frankie Valli to play angel. Yeah, he did do the title song.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a big hit for Frankie Valli, #1 or top 10 hit with the title song from Grease. I think my favorite song in this is Summer Nights.
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah.
Was my second.
Yeah,
That's my second favorite.
I do love that.
I love that one. And all the songs are great. Grease Lightning, I love that. And the choreography and all the stuff that they do, the hand jive.
So if I had to pick between the women first for just the pink ladies, I'm tossed up between Sandy and Frenchie. But for the guys, I'm Danny all the way. I like Danny.
I don't know why. I've always liked Danny because even though he always portrayed to be like he's the bad guy, he's actually the real big softie.
The 2 second leads, what do you think of Rizzo and Kanicki?
I love their dynamic. I have friends that are like that where they date each other, but their dynamic is so just like they're butting heads all the time.
I like Rizzo. My thing is I kind of feel sorry for Rizzo because I feel like she's a good person, but I feel like she portrays to be like she's this bad girl when she's really not. And Kanicki, to me, he's kind of
slow. You know, we were looking up funny things about the movie this morning. Supposedly at the cast party for the movie. So, you know, the cast party takes place after the movie and all that.
Yes.
Supposedly for the cast party, the T-Birds, all the male actors for the T-Birds, were handing out buttons of them mooning the camera.
I played Sandy when I was in high school in Denver City in a musical. So
Beautiful.
I actually got to be Sandy and I got to sing Summer Nights. Summer loving had me a blast. Man or boy, cute as can be. Summer days drifted away. But all the summer nights, so weather.
I love the costume. I love the poodle skirts. I love the floofiness. I love the hair. I love the leather. I love it's perfect.
What about the ending? It ends on a high note, and so you go bouncing out of the theater.
Yeah. And then the ending scene from, when you first see Sandy to whenever they fly away in the car, that was all filmed in one afternoon. So and it's like, we're talking about 100-degree heat. So did you know that Carrie Fisher was actually supposed to have that part? Princess Leia was supposed to be Sandy.
No.
If she had not taken Star Wars, she was supposed to be in Grease. That was just the other fun thing I wanted to tell you, just like Carrie Fisher as Sandy. I say for musicals, it's in my top 10, so I'm going to give it probably a 10. So for laughter, it's a 10.
Okay, so I've never rated a movie before. I'm going to rate, I love this movie. I've loved it ever since I saw it the first time, so I'm going to rate it all 10s.
I agree with both of you. I've got to give it 10s. I'm very generous. It makes me laugh. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. And that's what this series is about. Okay, well, thank you so much. You guys are good co-hosts. Viewers, please send us your comments. Let us know what you're thinking.
If you're going to send us a comment, don't forget you can email the museum. If you need to talk to us about like a suggestion for movies, you can always email Miss Mary since she's in charge of the film series. You can call us, or through Facebook and YouTube is another way you can comment. And we hope you have fun and hope to see you next time on the next movie.
Thank you, ladies.